Hi, everyone. It is me, Sailor Jupiter here, Sailor King Rolita here. I know I'm talking about sagas that have nothing to do with me because I don't show up until after the last saga. Now, this saga is called, let's call it When is a Alderling Worth Their Gal? Because that was the name that Deke gave this, saga. So it starts out that there's, stronghold checks going on. You got Gaver, Reich, share near law keepers there. And Molly's all thinking about Max Bill Staten, wondering if what he said or what he did was his true self. And Serena then takes her in to learn. She's all out of it. And then when they get in to learn, Malvin talks to them about how there's a kingdom of stone and the Alderling is coming over, and that's why all the strongholds are around. And that's why all the law keepers are around too. And then Molly talks about how since her mother owns a stone shop, that they ask all the owners to come along. But then Molly said she didn't want to have anything to do with it, but her mother said that she had to come. Why? I don't know. Then after that, Nephrite is with Queen Beryl talking about how he's got everything under run and lead. And Zoisite keeps saying, no, you don't, you're a loser. And, Nephrite said, well, Queen Beryl gave me to work, and I'll get the Kaiserem silver hearse. Because Queen Beryl believed that the hidden hearse they speak of had to be the folklore silver hearse, because what could it be? And Zoisite's like, well, hasn't Nephrite let you down many times? And Queen Beryl said, yeah, but if he lets me down again, I'll slay him. So Zoisite's all with Quinfight, or we'll call him Millikite, because that's what he was called in Deke, and she's sad because she has no slay over the Dark Kingdom, and wish she does. And Millikite tells her, you need to have time. We'll keep an eye on Nephrite. We won't let him, take credit. We won't let him get away with doing anything. So after that, they're at the Cherry Hill Temple, or the Red Hill Worship House, and Amy says we can't get in. There's too much stronghold. And Serena says how Malvin talked to him about how much law keepers and stronghold keepers are there, and there's no way we're getting in. And then Ray goes, did you have the spaghetti and the meatballs to go along with it? We'll get in there. Why are you yelling at me? I wasn't yelling. You see, that's how Deke handled it. And Viz, it's like, you dumb. You think we're not going to get in there? We're the sailor fighters. We'll get a way to get in there. Why are you being yelling at me for? Grow up. So then after that, Serena goes home, and her father since he works for a monthly, he's going to write a whiff about it. So he has to take some likenesses. But he tells Serena she can't come, but he'll show her some likenesses, and he'll talk about it when they get home. Serena then takes the pen and shapeshifts into an Alderling. They get there, and no one as Amy and Ray are like Serena. They know it's her. And then the gatekeeper goes, you can't come in here. And then Serena goes, I am the Earlness of Popover. And again, everybody's skipping and stepping. Molly's there, and Nephrite meets her, and they start skipping and stepping. Serena's father doesn't know it's Serena and takes her likeness. And then Deke goes, hey, it looks just like Serena. You know how Serena likes playing Alderling. And then they spill something on her. Then one woman by mistake spills something on Serena's clothing, and that just besmirches the gathering. And she's looking somewhere, I guess to wipe it off or dry it off. And Darian's there as Tuxedo Max because he started having dreams about the folklore Silverhurst. And he thinks maybe Serena might be the woman that he's been dreaming about. So he meets up with her, and they start skipping and stepping. Well, Nephrite ends up putting a fiend that takes over Molly. Molly goes see Alderling Diamond, who thinks that some folks care more about the hearse than they care about her. And Deke, it was played up that she was frightened of talking and lead of folks and was hiring someone to fill in for her, and if not, she'd have to do it herself. Molly comes in there, and the fiend takes over her. Then she wants to get the silver hearse to Nephrite. There's a fight, and both her and Tuxedo Max fall over. But Deke cuts out where she used a rain shield to stop them from falling to their death. After that, Nephrite then has the fiend take everybody's might. There's a fight. They all shapeshift. Then the fiend is cast out of Alderling Diamond and Nephrite's shadow. And they start fighting, and Nephrite's shadow gets beaten. After that, Luna asks Alderling Diamond if she is the Alderling of the moon. And she takes one look at Luna after she puts her glasses on and goes, "Oh no, that cat has talked to me," and passes out due to the shock. Later on, she's back inside, and and starts talking about how this hearse was crafted in a likeness of the first Alderling Diamond of their kingdom. And Tuxedo Max is there smiling about it. Nephrite's all pissed off and says it's fully worthless, and he just blew his time and might on it and leaves. Serena's there drinking, and she falls asleep, and Darien, as Tuxedo Max, kisses her. Now, when Deke played this up, that Serena had went home, fell asleep, and had a dream that her and Darien were kissing. But in Viz's world, she fell passed out due to drinking beer, I guess, or Earl, by mistake. And Darien kissed her on the belief that he might get some of his thoughts back afterwards. So there were something that Deke did cut out of this. When Serena with Tuxedo Max had her rain shield help them get to the ground without falling and getting wounded or dying. That was the only thing that Deke cut out of this whole thing. Beyond that, everything was kept. They may have played and shifted what was said. All right, I, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor King Rodlita, we'll see you later for the next one.